Hey guys, I wanted to record a video today. Um, my plan is moving forward is every Sunday I'm going to record a watch list video, or at least have some type of um, you know video of kind of my thoughts going into the next week. So be looking for videos each Sunday for me moving forward. So with that being said, let's get into it. So like we always do, let's start with the overall market. Um, as we can see, let me get the ES up here. Futures still looks weak, right? It's still under that 21. Everything else, obviously, is still under the 21, so things aren't looking the greatest going into the week. Spot are looking weak as well. So tentatively going into the week, if you're looking to have some type of bias, either you're looking for essentially a choppy market or for things maybe to get weaker. It just all depends. We're at that key level on the cues where we could see a nice bounce to tomorrow. So it just kind of depends on what's going to go on. One of the biggest things going on this week too is there's a lot of news. I think Uncle Jerome was speaking tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Tuesday at 10, and then the beige books Thursday, I believe. But there's a lot of consumer index, I believe, is on Wednesday. There's a lot of news. I think it's pretty much every day this week except for Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I believe even on Friday there's some news. So it's going to be a interesting week this week for sure. Earnings is this week, kicking off this week as well. Financials is kicking off the earnings this week, and I think Wells Fargo and Citi are the two big dogs kicking off earnings season this Friday. So if we look at the sectors, you can see all the top sectors are pretty weak outside of financials. So there are a couple of stocks I'm looking at in financials for this week. Also, if you look at the industrial sector, so XLI, there had been some rotation going into XLI along with XLF. So there's a couple guys I'm looking at in XLI as well in the industrials. So let's move on to a brief list of what stocks I'm looking at for the week. One is UPS. You can see UPS was strong last week and on Friday. So looking for that break of the highs at 220. If there is a break there, looking to get into some calls. Ford has definitely had some strength. Looking at that break of around $25. Doesn't have a huge ATR. As you can see, their ATR is about $1, but still looking at some movement out of Ford going into the week. Morgan Stanley, that break of the 105, another financial. So looking for Morgan Stanley to show some strength, and that'll depends on earnings as well and just how XLF does this week, right? And I think I was looking at, you can see BAC show some strength, broke some highs, broke its highs. So I'm looking for continued strength out of BAC. BA is a possible for me. Right here, this gold area is a daily level. You can see we've got some movement off of that daily level. We've had some rejections and we've had some support being held up there. So if it does hold around that 210-ish level, looking for a move up to 230, but I want to see it break around that 220 level. So we'll see if BA's got some strength this week. And CAT, you can see here at the 224-ish level, definitely been a good level of support. and resistance in the past. So I'm really looking for a break above that 225, 226 level for a continued move up back towards all-time highs for CAT. And with Deere, once again, another industrial stock, you can see here on the daily level, this 394 level. So I'm looking for a break around that 386 recent high, and then for it to move back up towards that 394, 395 level, back up towards the $400 mark. And BABA, you can see really BABA and Baidu both close above this 21 EMA on the daily chart. Even though they've got a gravestone doji here, right there. Not a pretty looking candle, but if they do both show some strength above those highs. So here for BABA, if it's got some strength above that 134.31 level, I'm looking for a move back up to 140. And for Baidu, if it's got some strength past the 157 level, I'm looking for some movement back up towards, the 167, 166 level. You can see there, it's still got a bit of a gap to fill between 158 and 160. So looking for some strength out of those two. So we'll see. Like I always say, let's take what the market gives you. Here's another one, Welltower. I usually never play in the real estate field, but you can see if we go to XLRE, it's got some weakness, but you can see it's got it's kind of near level of support on the daily. So if there is some strength in the XLRE market, maybe a break above that 89.66 level, and possibly some strength out of Well. So kind of see how that shakes out. In the morning, I'll be looking at some 5-minute, 15-minute squeezes like I always like to trade, to see if we can get in and get out and get some scalps going. There's probably going to be a lot of scalps for me this week, definitely with all the news. So it just depends, just going to take what the market gives me and just kind of go from there. With that being said, hopefully you guys prep for the week coming up and you have a good trading week. Talk to you later.